Some of us think holding on makes us strong, but sometimes it is letting go. Solitude is independence. I have always believed, and I still believe, that whatever good or bad fortune may come our way, we can always give it meaning and transform it into something of value. Every becomes a little different as soon as it is spoken out loud. It is not our purpose to become each other. It is to recognize each other, to learn to see the other and honor him for what he is. The call of death is a call of love. Death can be sweet if we answer it in the affirmative, if we accept it as one of the great eternal forms of life and transformation. Happiness is a how, not a what, a talent, not an object. The bird fights its way out of the egg. The egg is the world. Whoever will be born must destroy a world. If you hate a person, you hate something in him that is part of yourself. What isn't part of ourselves doesn't disturb us. People with courage and character always seem sinister to the rest. One never reaches home, but wherever friendly paths interacts, the whole world looks like home for a time. Knowledge can be communicated, but not wisdom. One can find it, live it, be fortified by it, do wonders through it, but one cannot communicate it and teach it. There's no reality except the one contained within us. That's why so many people live unreal life. They make images outside them for reality and never allow the world within them to assert itself. You are only afraid if you are not in harmony with yourself. People are afraid because they have never owned up themselves. As a body, everyone is single. As a soul, never. When dealing with the incense, the best method is to pretend to be sane. Words never do express thoughts very well. They always become a little different immediately after words are expressed, a little distorted, a little foolish. Our mind is capable of passing beyond the dividing line we have drawn for it, beyond the pairs of opposites of which the world consists. Other new insights began. Love of God is not always the same as love of good. Wisdom is nothing but a preparation of the soul, a capacity, a secret art of thinking, feeling, and breathing thoughts of unity at every moment of life. In each individual, the Spirit is made flesh. In each one, the whole of creation suffered. In each one, a Savior in crucified. The Word is not imperfect or slowly evolving along a path to perfection. Not it is perfect at every moment. Every sign already carries grace in it. The truth is lived, not taught. If time is not real, then the dividing line between this world and eternity, between suffering and bliss, between good and evil, is also an illusion. Those who cannot think or take responsibility for themselves need and clamor for a leader. To be able to throw oneself away for the sake of a moment, to be able to sacrifice for a woman's smile, that is happiness. What constitutes a real live human being is more a mystery than ever this day, and man, each one of woman, is a valuable, unique experiment on the part of nature, are shot down wholesale. It is not Kafka's fault that his wonderful writing have lately turned into a fad and are read by people who have neither the ability nor the desire to absorb literature. Writing is good, thinking is better, cleverness is good, patience is better. Seeking means to have a goal, but finding means to be free, to be receptive, to have no goal. There is, so I believe, in the end of everything, something that we cannot call learning. There is, my friend, only a knowledge that is everywhere. Perhaps people like us cannot love, ordinary people can. That is their secret. It was morning. Through the high window I saw the pure bright blue of the sky as I hovered cheerfully over the long roofs of neighboring house. It too seemed full of joy, as if it had special plan and had put on its finest clothes of the occasion. Without words, without writing, and without books, there would be no history. There could be no concept of humanity. If a man has nothing to eat, fasting is the most intelligent thing he can do. The marvel of the Bhagavad Gita is its truly beautiful revelation of life's wisdom, which enables philosophy to blossoms it to religion. Only the ideas that we really live have any value. But your questions, which are unanswerable without exception, all springs from the same erroneous thinking. Until 1914, I loved to travel. I often went to Italy and once spent a few months in India. Since then, I have almost entirely abandoned traveling, and I have not been outside of Switzerland for over 10 years. Eternity is a mere moment, just long enough for a joke. Within us there is someone who knows everything, wills everything, does everything better than we ourselves. It is possible for one's never to transgress a single law and still be a bastard. Among the letters my readers write me, there is a certain category which is continuously growing and which I see as a symptom of the increasing intellectualization of a relationship between readers and literature. When try to remember my share in the growth of the eternal present in the smile of God, I return to my childhood too, for that is where the most significant discoveries turn up. All men are prepared to accomplish the crucible if their ideas are threatened. I was out of my bed in 1 second, trembling with excitement, and I dashed to the door and into the adjoining room where I could watch the streets below from the window. Meaning and reality were not hidden somewhere behind things, they were in them, in all of them. Every man is more than just himself. He also represents the unique, the very special and always significant and remarkable point at which the world's phenomena interest only once in this way and never again. To study history means submitting to chores and nevertheless training faith in order and meaning. This happiness consisted of nothing else but the harmony of the few things around me with my own existence, a feeling of contentment and well-being that need no changes and no intensification. What could I say to you that would be of value except that perhaps you seek too much, that as a result of your seeking you cannot find. Bourgeois prefer comfort to pleasure, convenience to liberty, and the pleasant temperature to the deadly inner consuming fire. It was still quiet in the house, and not a sound was heard from outside. Either were it not for this silence, my reverie would probably have been disturbed by reminders of daily duty of getting up and going to. Nevertheless, whether in occurrence lasting hours or mere minutes at a time, I have experienced happiness often and have had brief encounters with it in my later years, even in old age. Nevertheless, whether in occurrence lasting hours or mere minutes at a time, I have experienced happiness often and have had brief encounters with it in my later years, even in old age. It was as if all the happiness, all of the magic of this blissful hour had flowed together into this string bittersweet tones and flowered away, become templar and ancestor once more. In Germany, I have been acknowledged again since the fall of Hitler, but my work, partly suppressed by the Nazis and partly destroyed by the war, have not yet been republished there.